Hi, I'm going to talk about my Unit 1. Starting with Project 1, I wanted to explore one of my dreams. This dream has metaphorical elements about gender and sex. My dream happened at 19 years old, and when my first relationship was discovered by my parents. I dating with a girl, so they are questioned and blamed to me. They give me a lot of the stress to that. And one night, I dreamed that I was walking by the beach and saw two people making love. One woman and another is unknown sex. Then their reproductive organ and body gradually become a landscape with trees, stones, mushroom. And I do some research about that. That the Florida's uh, interpretation of the dreams. He said that wooded hills clearly representing the sexual organs and verses that can represent some sex uh, organs and stuff like that. So I do some research about the social state course of the queer Chinese and the conflict of the original family. So why can my parents accept my gender identity and sexual orientation? And how many people in Chinese face similar problem with me? As you can see that about 50% or 70% people, they have the same problem with me. Their parents can't accept that they are LGBTQ. So I want to find the reason that. So I read some book about the queer China, and another book is gender trouble. So after reform and the opening up in China in 20th century, the post-socialism of the China's mixed economy and the plastic became the main feature of the post-socialist China. And the contradiction between China's queer identity and the plastics have arose. And another is Judith Butler has also said the gender is performance, not a simple distinction between the reproductive organs. At the same time, I also look at some queer and gay artists such as Xiadi and Catherine and other people. So, for example, the Xiadi, he is a gay artist and he have the same problem with me. So he have the huge stress by the social situation. So he has to get married with women, but he also want to date with men. So his paper cut work, traditional Chinese style, that is about that. So I think I should to study some feature about him, and I also try to combine traditional Chinese art method with queer culture like him. For example, Chinese painting often use elements of flowers and birds to express beauty and some traditional views of the heterosexual marriage, such as some uh, ducks, butterflies, and some flowers. I try to combine the ink method with some some animal have the same sex behaviors like the goat, earthworm, and some other animals. So in the project too, I want to explore something about the queer ecology. Like, does queer phenomena exist in nature? What does queer have to do with ecology? So, for example, in the nature, gender is fluid and transformable. Sex is diverse. The world is complex and strange. That not means that is a simple binary division. So, for example, at least more than 5 species of animals, such as worms, spiders, ships, penguins, they have homosexual behavior. And the animal that is different from human, the pursuit of the pleasure itself may be the driving force in animal culture. So, uh, the extent to humans able to separate the sex with reproduction is an evolutionary feature of the man. So, for example, the mushroom have more than 20,000 sex, and they can reproduce by sexual or asexual. So, The spore network that grow underground is a key to their reproduction. So the next, I think the mushroom can be the main metaphor in my works. So I did some experiment by Adobe Illustrator or 3D or some other appropriate. So you can see I combined with some mushrooms with my myself's character. Uh, so that can represent the people have the different lifestyle and they are equal, they're all of the part of the nature. And in the final work, I want to make a zine. On the cover, I use clay, glues, woolware, acrylic pigment to create a colorful fungi environment. So in the inner page, I use transparent PVC, mirror papers, laser papers, in order to contrast the illustration image inside, forming a various visual effect. And I also use some raw papers in the pages. I use ink to impress the combination of the traditional Chinese flower and bird painting and contemporary queer culture. Because I think that is can represent some Chinese situation, and I want to show that all of the people are equal. They are like a life community. They all of them need loves. So yeah, that is my unit one. Thank you.